Well, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Here I want to talk about how, you know how it is. Sometimes we want to know about stuff. We really think we're ready to hear the truth or hear some scenario of the truth. We think we're ready for stuff and we're not ready for stuff. So I'm here to say, well, a lot of times I do this thing where I say, okay, I'm feeling good. I have my armor of love on. I can handle whatever comes at me. Tell me anything. This is the time to tell me. And then when you hear it, you know your heart just hits the floor. It hits the floor. Or it just feels like it's been pierced with something. So what we think we're ready for, we're not really ready for it. And no matter how much we come into the ring, boxing, and we did all kinds of work to prepare for this great big fight. We get in the ring, and the first punch is, let me tell you what's going on. Well, what happened was, or I didn't really want to tell you because, or whatever the first punch is the punch that make you like, just fall apart. Trying to collect your thoughts. Think you misunderstood. So you said, come again? Come again. Wait, say that again. I didn't hear you. What did you say? That kind of reaction. Now, mind you, everything lets you know what you're in for because you asked for it. Or you went ahead and looked for it. Yeah, the universe is amazing because it has this way to make things appear. Anything you're looking for, you'll find it. I don't care if it's somebody not doing you right or if it's some diamonds in the rough. If you look long enough, you will discover something. If you're looking and not complaining that you haven't found it. But if you're looking and then you just, know that, okay, I know something's going on here. I know there's something. Something is going to show up to prove you right. And it's going to say, sure, you're right. I said all of that to say a number of things. We think we're ready for the truth or ready for the lie, but we're really not. And a lot of that has to do with expectations and triggers and unhealed wounds, unhealed beliefs, something that we were expecting but didn't really expect. Something we were unsure of but we really didn't expect. Something that we believed was happening but we didn't really expect. Now let me give you a few examples. You run home every night expecting to see something that's just not there. But your determination to find something has to bring someone in your life to give you that experience. Now I know. While the prayers are going on in the background. When you expect something, or you're looking for something, or you're hoping to find something, the universe will say, here it is. It'll say, here it is. every time. And you know what? It's not just with situations and relationships. It's across the board. The principles and the laws are saying, the principles and the laws are saying, this is how it is. So many times we are not so much asking verbally, we're asking vibrationally. It's something that we're feeling inside, you know. Like, for instance, there's another example. Sometimes we'll see something, we'll observe something and say, oh, not me. Oh, hell no. And we'll make a big thing about it. And then the next thing, we're experiencing something similar. Because we don't realize that the way that we send out the vibe of that thing that we are observing, thinking about, thinking we want, thinking we need, thinking we're fearful of it, or even if we're happy about it, even if we're happy, joyful, excited, hey, the universe will give you what gets your attention, especially something that gets your full attention. Now, I know I'm speaking kind of vague, but this vagueness is because it's just to remind you, whatever the vibe is, whatever you're asking for, directly or indirectly, whatever you're believing you're needing, whatever you're believing you're wanting, whatever you believe you're fearful of, whatever you believe you really want to know or you really want to find, will show itself to you in one way or another. And by the ways that this happened, like I said, pining over it, deep desires, wanting it will keep it away from you for as long as you're in that deep desire wanting, because it will always keep you in a state of wanting. It has to perpetuate the vibe that you are sending. So if you are sending a vibe of still wanting something, of not having what you want, then that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. Not having, wanting, and not getting what you want. Now the other thing is, keeping what you want away from you. The other thing is believing something is happening that's not really happening. And for as long as you believe it's happening, though, that will show up. It will show up. So be mindful about how you're vibing, what you're sending out, what you believe you want, what you believe you know, what you believe you need to find about someone, something. You know how they say if you're looking for something, you're sure to find something. And then when you hit with it, you're not really ready for it. But yet you were looking for it, but when it shows up, that's like that sucker punch. wasn't expecting it, even though I was looking for it. I was looking for it, but I wasn't expecting it to show up. Oh, I was afraid of it. I was fearful of that thing, but I sure didn't expect it to show up. I was expecting worse, but I wasn't expecting the worst. All those are those little sucker punches you think you're ready for, and you go in there asking for something. Asking for it. Just asking for it. And then when you hit with it, you can't handle it. Just can't handle it. Quick word, kind of vague, put it where it needs to be. Quick look, because sometimes we can't see ourselves. Sometimes we can't see ourselves, so it may be a quick word like this to say, hey, maybe I'm looking for something I'm not ready to handle. If that's the case, leave it the hell alone. Move on. I don't care how much iron you pump. Sometimes you're just not ready to handle. Much love. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Namaste.